Well, good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. A couple minutes late. Not really. I'm right on time, but rise and grind, people. Rise and grind. Another day, another dollar. I'm off the next 3 days. So, of course, we have not one, not two, but 3 call-outs today. 3. Which means Game Time Brian is going to have to do a piece of another route, which means I got to do all of my route, which is a pretty big route, and probably an hour of another route. So Game Time Brian probably not getting done till 6 o'clock tonight. And I had to bring 3 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of my water boots, along with all my rain gear. But that, in this kind of rain, it's supposed to rain 100% all day. These young employees, they don't want to work when it's bad weather. And all the rules favor them, not the people who show up to work. But I digress. Good morning, everybody. I'll suck it up. I'm still going to have my lunchtime chat. Exactly. I'm entitled to a lunch. I'm taking the damn thing. Whether it's in the pouring rain or not, I don't care. Oh, well. Pay him. Pay that man his money. Yeah, pay my ass. 5. I could be out of here in 5 years. With everything full. I might work 7, but in my mind, 5. 57, baby. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, kind of a slow night. Thanks for everybody who showed up in the live stream last night. It was pretty lively. Again, everything, listen, I get it. I did a Dak thumbnail. He's doing his farewell, right? His farewell with his cowboy hat. Who knows what the heck's going on? But this is, as a YouTuber, I gotta try and cover the issues of the day. The issues of the day is they're not gonna talk about Dak until after, maybe during training camp, but not until the season starts. I just want to tell all my Dak people out there, trust me when I tell you, there is an open line of communication with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. They're all on the same page. That's all I could say about that. You know, he's got that case going on. You know, that's a real thing. There'll be evidence coming out soon to help Dak's case, but again, not allowed to really talk about that. Bottom line is, a lot going on. It's better for both parties not to do a deal right now. Now you're starting to see CeeDee Lamb, Mike, and nobody's going anywhere. Mike is here for the next 2 years unless they want to actively trade him next year, which I don't see. I mean, I don't see that. You're not in the business to get rid of players. I think once Zimmer gets a hold of Micah, you're going to love it. You're going to be even better. You're not going to be just thrown out at the defensive end spot. Did you imagine Micah over a center, over the A-gap? Come on now. I've been saying that all last year. Dan Quinn needed him at the end. So, a lot of good things to come for the Cowboys. Obviously, they have a lot of holes to fill. But apparently, Vegas don't give a crap. Because you got the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the 49ers all at 11.5 wins. Over under. Then the next, number 2, the next 5, in no particular order. Detroit, Buffalo, who else was it? Help me out. Cincinnati? I don't know who the... Eagles and Dallas. I'm going under, just to let everybody know. 10.5, I'll go 10. If they win more than 10 games, they need to put McCarthy in the effing Hall of Fame. With this schedule that they're going to have, and The schedule release comes out in May after the draft. But I brought something up last night. April 29th, 4 p.m. is the deadline. You know, and I forget these little things. We know, just like we know, right? Oh, there's a lot of traffic, people. A lot of traffic. Just like we know. Here, I'm going to turn the camera around. Turn the beat around. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. School. There we go, baby. This is like a truck route. This is what we're looking at here. I'm back. We know Dallas doesn't play in free agency. We already know this, right? Until the owner comes out and says all in. He must be on some kind of wacky weed or something. But we knew that. But we also know Dallas likes to acquire compensation picks, right? And then they don't like to lose them, which means if you sign free agents in a certain time period up to the Monday following the draft, you could lose those depending on the amount of money you sign your incoming free agents. So the Kendricks deal fell below the threshold. Doesn't matter. We would still have 4 comp picks because you can only have a max of 4, and when we lose Gilmore, he'll probably get a big enough deal to offset that. We're going to get 4 comp picks next year. We're going to get a 4 and 3 5s, I believe. Or 3 5s and a 6. I thought it was a 4 and 3 5s. I think it's a 4 and 3 5s. So, as of right now, we're sitting with a 1, a 2, a 3, 2 4s, 4 5s, 2 6s, and a 7. Or, no, a 6 and a 7. So, but if you sign any free agents after the deadline, April 29th, 4 p.m., you get to keep all your comp picks. So don't think for 1 minute that they're not having conversations with, just like other teams who have gotten comp picks. You can do the math. I don't know. Just like other teams, they're talking to these players saying, listen, yeah, we going into the draft, and the agents are probably telling it's better off to wait till after the draft to see what holes are not filled. And we already know that the Cowboys are not going to be able to fill all their depth and their holes, especially on the defensive line in the draft. We just don't have enough bullets. Even if we trade down, can't expect all those rookies to come in and play. This is where the Derek Brown thing comes in. That could be a possible issue. I mean, a possible thing. I'm hearing rumors of that. If not a Derek Brown, there are other defensive tackles out there that will be released, especially on the Cleveland Browns. Do your homework. Hurst, I brought him up before. There's going to be guys, people. There's going to be people. It'll be interesting to see what goes on with the Hassan Reddick. I'm hearing they're trying to work out a deal. Again, Hassan Reddick is highly valued. I don't believe he's valued at $17 million, and I know Dallas ain't paying $17 million. So the fact that Dallas is engaging in trade talks with the Eagles was very surprising. It made no sense to me. But where there's smoke, there's fire, and people are waiting for Hassan Reddick to be released. I don't think that'll happen. I think the Eagles will piss him off and let him play on his existing contract if need be. He may hold out. Who knows? Maybe Dallas will trade next year's pick after the draft for Hassan Reddick. Something like that. I don't know, but I keep hearing smoke there, too. Mike Zimmer must really love Hassan Reddick. You know, as much as I love Micah Parsons, he would be a great piece to add, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, yes, I'm getting a lot of depression. Yeah, of course we get the trolls in my live stream, right? They all come in, trolling our ass about Dallas. Listen, it's still March, people. It's March. This whole trolling stuff is way too early. Way too early. Not so much from Eagles fans. Eagles fans have been pretty cool. You always have your few. And I just want to say, anybody that watches me, I'm nothing but lighthearted and nice. And I get some nasty responses. People, lighten up, man. You guys need to lighten up. You don't like that? Good. You like that? Good. I don't care. I don't care. You want to die on a hill? I ain't dying on no hill. If I know we can win a Super Bowl without Dak, let's ride, baby. Let's ride. But I don't really know what they think. We hear a lot of rumor. We're going to know soon enough. We're going to know by the start of the season. That's for sure. But I'm here in November, people. You Dak people, I'm here in November. He might, once the season starts, he might be re-signed to a 5-year deal. That's what we're hearing. 5-year, big time, with 4 years involved to extend the money out. It's really not an issue, people. But again, Dallas Cowboys, star on the helmet, you know. Another rumor we're hearing is Ezekiel Elliott or Dalvin Cook. Listen, at this point, we have enough running backs in the room to get to the draft. Let's see what we do in the draft. If we get a Jonathan Brooks or a Wright out of Tennessee or a Ray Davis, or there's a lot of them. I don't know that they like Trey Benson. They may like Trey Benson, but you keep hearing Jonathan Brooks. All right, whatever. I think it's a little bit risky because you're drafting him on a 4-year contract coming off an ACL. They're saying he's going to be good to go this year. We'll see about that. I mean, my thing is, okay, so now you're looking at 3.5 years and you probably won't re-sign him. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I don't know that I want to have an ACL restructured knee running back, even though he's the best running back in the draft if he didn't get the ACL. So, I don't know. I'll leave that to them. But my scary, how I think about those second round risk reward. Sometimes it bites us in the ass, people, especially when it comes to medical. So I don't know. We'll see about that. I got news for you. If I'm at the draft and we pick Jonathan Brooks, I'm not going to poo-poo the pick. I'll be excited, but I'm not going to come on here saying, yeah, we got Jonathan Brooks. You got to show me, my man. Reconstructive knee. I said that about Saquon Barkley. He has not been the same since. So I'm not going to be say one thing about Barkley and then say another thing about Jonathan Brooks. I understand, people. I get it. Jonathan Brooks is not as explosive as Barkley. I get it. I'm not comparing him to Barkley. I'm comparing the knee injuries. So we'll see. We shall see. But all right, everybody. I don't know what time I'll do my live stream today. 2, 3 o'clock. 2, 3 o'clock. Nah, it'll be 2:15. It's going to be wet, so I'm going to try and do it at 2 o'clock. So let's see if I can find I'm going to try and park right outside the post office today because it's raining. I don't want to have to walk all the way around the block. I never park here, but I may do it today. There's all these call-outs. You'd think there'd be an open spot, right? Bunch of idiots here. But I don't know. No, I can't park there. Shit! Son of beach. Sheep. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I forgot we were live. All right, I'll talk to everybody at 2 o'clock. Late.